So there's a video going around on social media where a single mother is saying things like this.
So as a black man with black women that do have children, I would expect you to want to step in for women who have children.
What did you say?
I would expect you to want to step in for women who have children.
The entitlement of expecting a man that you don't know to step in to take care of your children is the reason why over here we tell men all the time not to even date single mothers.
Majority of us black women are single mothers.
And she's absolutely correct. Over 47% of black women currently are single mothers. That's the highest single mother rate among women. But we need to discuss why single mothers exist in the first place. Broken homes, broken families, and one culprit.
Women create single family households. There, I said it. Y'all do.
Yup.
Y'all make yourself single moms and then y'all blame everybody else for it. Because at the end of the day, if it's your body, your choice, right? Most women don't believe in that concept unless it's a nigga she really ain't fucking with like that. Yeah, she'll get rid of the baby. You know, or if she really is fucking with the nigga real tough and she really believe by getting rid of the baby, you know, they might have a better chance of working out. She might do it. But 9 times out of 10, she looks at that baby as a form of setup. She getting welfare, she getting Section 8, she getting all this other stuff that she's gonna get from the benefits of the baby. And most of the time keeping a nigga around, which a lot of women don't want to admit they didn't want to keep that nigga around, then all of a sudden you keep the baby, then all of a sudden he a bum ass nigga and he this and the fifth, but he wasn't that when you was keeping the baby after he asked you not to. So you are a single mom by choice. 9 times out of 9, 10 times out of 10, you are a single mom by choice. Because if you didn't like that nigga, if you really wasn't fucking with him, that baby gonna be up there with grandma, grandpa, Aunt Jackie, Uncle Becky, whoever else, St. Jude, Jesus, whoever else is there to greet that motherfucker at the end of that surgery. Because you ain't gonna keep no baby you don't want. That's the end of it.
Let me talk to the single mothers real quick. Why is it only my body, my choice before you have a child? Then after you have a child, it's what about the man? What about the man? The man is at fault. Men need to take accountability. No. My body, my choice means my body, my choices. If it's my body, my choices, then only I'm responsible for the things that I do with my body. So as a woman, if you say, I'm a woman, my body is my choice, then you have to deal with the ramifications of anything that you do with your body. If you want to be sexually free, that's fine. You have to deal with the consequences. If you want to have sexual relations and not use protection and not be on birth control and end up with a kid, that is your responsibility, not the man's. Because remember, you have autonomy over your own body. You can do whatever you want with your own body. So if that's the case, the men have nothing to do with your body. And a lot of you ladies just choose terrible men and then wonder why you become single mother.
And you want to date us potentially,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
then it would be your role to step in. My children's father has passed away. So since he's passed away, my children don't have a father and they won't. But I need a man that's going to come in.
What did you say?
But I need a man that's going to come in.
And since I'm a mother and I'm a very good mother,
Yes.
I need somebody who can be a good father to my children. And if you want to empower youth, period, then you should want to. If you're dating a single mother, which most black women are, you should want to step in and play that role as long as you're there.
No, that's not his responsibility, bro. I don't know why y'all think that y'all could just lay this on to the next man. That's not his responsibility. Now, listen, there are some good men out there that's willing to do it. Kudos to them, but you cannot just expect every man to want to come in and take care of your kids, your baggage, your burdens. That's not. That's not realistic.
The reason why we shouldn't mentor the youth to date and marry single mothers is that single mothers come with this thing called baggage. They come with a host of issues like generational trauma around their mothers treated them like crap, putting up with bad behavior. These are things that younger generations of men should never have to deal with. There was a study that came out about black boys, mothers' academic gender stereotypes and education-related beliefs about sons and daughters in African American families. This came out on July 19th, 2010. Within that study, it talked about how black women, mainly single mothers, believed that their sons were academically inferior to their daughters. They believed all the negative stereotypes about black boys. As a result, they ended up treating their boys as if they were inferior to girls.
My mother felt like she owned us. And I remember she called me in the room and she said, "You got hair down there?" What?
Hair down there?
She said,
yeah. Pubic hair?
She said, She said, "You have hair down there." I said, "Down where? What are you talking about?" "There." And she points at my private. I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." And she said, "Pull it down. Let me see. Pull your pants down." "What?" "Pull your pants down. Let me see." Man, I'll never forget it. You know, pull them down. I'm looking out the window. I'm just like trying to be somewhere, anywhere other than here. But it was that extreme religious control vibe where it was like, I control you to the point where I can just make you pull your pants down, inspect you. And listen, I don't think it wasn't sexual in nature, but it was definitely abusive in nature. And it was to let me know that I run this. And I remember pulling my pants up and trying to forget it for years. And I confronted my mother about it. I remember when I was grown and again, already successful, but I had already went through D-Day with my wife and going through therapy. And I called my mother. I said, "Do you remember when you made me do that?" She said, "Do what?" I said, "Ma, remember?" She said, "I didn't do that." I said, "Ma, you did that." And she denied it.
Research shows that children from single-parent homes are at a higher risk for academic struggles and criminal behavior compared to those from two-parent households. Not only that, we also have to discuss the economic issues with single motherhood. A married mother typically has a significantly higher income than a single mother. For instance, the median annual income for a single mother working full-time was approximately $40,000 in 2022, while the median income for a married mother was around $60,000.
All the stuff I do for you as a mother. Literally, I take care of you, I feed you, I cook, I do all that stuff. And all I did, I asked you for your birthday money so that I can pay the light bill. You don't want to give me the birthday money. So I am taking the PS5 back so I can get the money so the bill can be paid.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Well, how you gonna ask for my birthday money that I got on my birthday to pay the light bill? And why you trying to take my PS5 away?
Well, you can't play the PS5 anyway if there ain't gonna be no damn lights in our house.
You shouldn't have been going out so much. You would have had the money. What happened to the income taxes?
Turner, first of all, I'm an adult. Stay out my business. When I come to you as a mother and I'm telling you there's an issue where I need help, you help.
Going out so much. I'm tired of you going out. You need to spend time with us, and you need to spend money on your bills.
Leilani, I'm not even talking to you, so you stay in a child's place.
Not only that, let's look at the lack of education access. Due to single mothers' low income and their poverty rate, single mothers lack education to good and quality education for themselves and their children. Single mothers lack access to education due to major financial hurdles, like high unmet needs, a lack of affordable quality childcare, and insufficient time due to caregiving responsibilities. The higher education system is often not designed to meet their needs, creating systematic barriers to degree completion despite their motivation. So we not only see financial hardships with quality of life, housing, education, all of these things are stacked up against single mothers, which is the reason why they get online and demand help. Single motherhood is so high in the Black community because, again, women choose the men. Men don't choose women. Men pick, women choose. So when you choose a bum to lay down with, you can't expect that bum to be anything other than what he is. Anyway, that's been it for today's video. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my last video where we discuss Black men incarceration rates. Leave a like, comment, and I'll see you in the